March 3rd, 1991. A white male Angelino is awakened by sirens just after midnight. Stepping out onto his balcony, he sees an African-American man being beaten by police officers. Tradesman George Holliday uses his Sony camera to record a video of 4 officers kicking, clubbing and brutalizing Rodney King for 8 terrifying minutes, while 7 more officers stand witness and fail to intervene. The recording becomes an international sensation, and the ensuing acquittal of all 4 officers involved precipitates the Los Angeles uprising of April 1992. The confirmation, if any was needed, that law enforcement could get away with this obvious use of excessive force had a profound effect on a generation.
Like a king, like a king, like a king. Rodney King, Rodney King, Rodney King.
While the case reinforced many minorities' perceptions of an American justice system stacked against them, the story's international visibility led some to hope that technology would bring a new era of police accountability and the possibility of change. July 17, 2014. Eric Garner, a black Staten Island resident, is approached by NYPD on suspicion of selling loose cigarettes. As Garner's friend and witness pulls out his smartphone to record the encounter, 2 officers put him in a chokehold and wrestle him to the ground. Although he repeatedly pleads with them to loosen their grip, exclaiming, "I can't breathe," the police continue to tackle him, pushing his face into the sidewalk. Although Garner becomes unresponsive, the emergency medical technicians fail to administer aid. He's pronounced dead. After the summer killings of Garner and a Missouri teenager named Michael Brown, widespread public protests led the international media to sit up and take notice of America's appalling record of deaths at the hands of police. During the fall of that year, the protests spread as members of the public renewed their demand for increased accountability and an end to racial profiling. Violent arrests and killings continued to be captured on film with increasing regularity, while an expanding movement of resistance took shape. But even as the public outcry increased, officers continued to escape punishment for killing unarmed blacks. The issue of police militarization came under scrutiny as law enforcement brought in weaponry and equipment previously reserved for war on foreign battlefields. Protesters adopted the hashtag Black Lives Matter to refer to a burgeoning movement aimed at bringing attention to this shameful phenomena and organizing for civil rights reforms. Unlike activists in the wake of the King beating, it seemed that Black Lives Matter had the added advantage of the social media to spread their message, incite outrage, and expose those who perpetrated the racist and violent status quo. But police defenders and apologists also made their voices heard, often portraying calls for reform as a direct threat to police officers' lives. Social media provided a forum to air the ugliest, extremist and racist views. The artists joined in the conversation, organising events to give voice to the movement through performances, words and images. Some voices of clarity emerged to illuminate the causes of this ongoing tragedy. Journalist Charles Blow, legal theorist Michelle Alexander, and writer Ta-Nehisi Coates all published critical works on the societal and personal effects of institutionalized racism in America.
All we want to do is break the chains off me. All we want to do is break free. All we want to do is move. Can you tell me why? Every time I step outside, I see my niggas die. I'm letting you know that it ain't no gun they make that can kill my soul. Oh no. Say, all we wanna do is take the chains off. All we wanna do is take the chains off.